What's up, y'all? It's your boy Niner Faithful. How's everybody doing? I know everyone is having a legendary day. All right, my bad, y'all. We a little late. This is my fault. Work was crazy. Got off a little late. But anyway, we're gonna get cracking into this Niners Shecocks game. Probably review Niners or preview Niners Eagles. But before we do that, of course, got to remind you, help out Niner Faithful Radio by using our shop49ers.com affiliate link. Link is in the description of this podcast or video. Go to cgiant.com. Use the promo code Niner Faithful Radio to save on all your theater, concert, and sporting event tickets, as well as help out the show. And, of course, catch Jason. Bad time to tell him, but I can't do the show on Friday. But anyway, catch Jason on Friday, 6 p.m. here on the West Coast. To see everywhere you can subscribe to Niner Faithful Radio, check out NinerFaithfulRadio.com/subscribe. Follow us on social media, Facebook, Instagram, and Tumblr at Niner Faithful Radio, Twitter at Niner Faithful R. Catch me doing the pregame. Jason will be live doing the halftime show, and Jamie will be live doing our postgame. Promise y'all won't have to deal with me all day Sunday. And of course, listen to the end of the show to get special 20% off coupon code for the Faithful, by the Faithful, Season 3 apparel. Ladies and gentlemen, faithful of all ages, let's get the show cracking.
Rice has just set a Super Bowl record with 12 catches. He's in motion. Montana, touchdown, John Taylor.
Oh, I didn't even bring him on. Damn, I'm totally slacking in my Mackin today. What's cracking, bro?
So you got something to tell me?
Yeah, no, so fuck day, bro. Dude, today was and it was out of nowhere, bro. We were fine. It was like 12:30. I even took my lunch early. We were fine. And then just out of nowhere, bam, 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 bam. DoorDash after DoorDash after DoorDash after DoorDash after DoorDash. And my little rant about working in the food industry is fuck people who order DoorDash and order ahead on our app and all that shit. For the simple fact that, like, people don't understand, we may have, so we have our orders that come into store, right? So we may be just, like, totally booked with orders on the screen. And then all of a sudden we got 9 DoorDash orders coming in that are all for a dozen bagels and shit. And we got to make eggs and we got to, you know what I'm saying? And so that's the frustrating part is people come in, they bitch at us like, oh, I ordered my order. It said it'd be ready at this time. Da, 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 da. Well, yeah, motherfucker, you didn't see the 30 sandwiches we just had to fucking make. You know what I'm saying? And then, oh, you want egg without pepper? Oh, okay, well, then you're going to have to wait, bro, because now we got to make your egg without pepper. Oh, you want some egg whites that take 2 minutes to cook? You know what I'm saying? And all those things add up to time. It takes 40 seconds for the bagel to come through the toaster. Oh, you want your bagel toasted? Well, now that's 1 minute and 20 seconds just to get your bagel through the thing. Not adding the cream cheese, not adding, the 15 times you're going to bitch that we didn't put enough cream cheese on it.
Tell me about your day without telling me about your day.
Fucking A, bro. Anyway,
dude, it sounds like with us, we do hot shot delivery, so all of our shit for like 90% of it is last second. But these motherfuckers, because I work in Fife, which is about 30 minutes south of Seattle. They're like, hey, can you be in Seattle in 5 minutes and then up in Canada by noon? Motherfucker, it's 10:30. No, to get to the border is about a 4-hour drive, and you want us there like half the time. It's like, yeah. So I deal with that shit all the time at work.
And it's like I truly look like me and my manager. It's so funny. Hello, Miss Teresa. By the way, what's up, chat? How y'all doing? So it's no secret in my store. Me and my boss don't get along the most, and she tends to bitch about me the most. And it's like to the point where I've gone to her. I'm like, dude, why do you keep on putting me on the schedule if you hate working with me so much? Like, you're the motherfucker that controls the schedule. I don't. You know what I'm saying? I just show up when y'all tell me to. So, like, you hate working with me, then put me on the schedule on days you don't work.
Yeah.
Anyway, and so it's so funny because I got her for Secret Santa, right? And so I was sitting there bitching about it and everything. But I do feel sorry for my boss, like today, because it's like, dude, she got there.
I know she has to deal with you.
I know, right? She has to deal with me, and she got there at 2 a.m., was supposed to be off at 11, had to close with us. And the last 3 hours she was there, she didn't even get paid because she had to clock out, or else it takes hours away from us. You know what I'm saying? So really, she basically worked a 12-hour shift.
Is she an owner or a boss? Like, is she like
she's our GM?
But then that's illegal. Well, at least
it's illegal. She chooses to do it. It's not like the company tells her to do it or whatever. She does it because she's like, hey, I don't want to take money out of the pocket of my what's up, Miss Veronica? I don't want to take hours away from my employees. Like, you know, TJ and Paula, you know, TJ only makes $16.50 an hour plus tips. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So like, ooh, I got paid today. Guess what, Jason? I have a whole $11 to my name. Ooh, I'm big balling, and that's including tips.
As far as Friday go, that'll work out because we're supposed to be hosting the variety show, so we'll actually just kick it back to 7, and we'll be good.
I figured I was hoping to get it would be this week, and I'm like, okay, he's not gonna have to host it by himself, and he could just, you know, and let's be real, y'all gotta deal with me less anyway, my drunk ass. So, you know,
facts.
So anyway, actually, you know what? Probably within the next couple of days, I'm gonna order it. I gotta like calculate bills and all that stuff still a little bit, but I actually got something that I'm gonna see how it looks. I'm gonna see how you like it, and if you like it, I got something for you, bro. But it'll probably be after Christmas and all that because I still gotta order it and all that shit. But,
hey, my birthday's in January. That's all I'm saying.
Yay! Hey, but you know what, bro? Actually, might be a perfect time for you then.
So, what do you think about what I texted earlier about? So, with my boy Mac hitting me up. So,
I have to talk to wifey. Wifey's not here. She's at Grandma and Grandpa's for dinner.
So, in case anybody doesn't know, the guy I've gone to the games with, both down to Frisco, and with the one up here, it's my boy Mac. It's my homie.
Cool dude.
Yeah, cool shit, dude. He's the man.
Cool shit.
Miami Dolphin fan. Well, he looked up the schedule, and I didn't realize this, but us at Miami are supposed to play next season. And more than likely, that game is going to be in Miami since it was.
No, I think it's going to be here because next year we get the extra AFC game here. Oh, you know what? No, because we play the AFC North.
East.
You're right. You're right.
East.
It is Miami.
So since they came last time,
yeah,
it could work out to where they still come, you know, to the west, you know, over here to Frisco.
It's going to be Miami.
But more than likely, it's going to be Miami. And so we're talking about like going down to Miami. And I'm like, damn, dude, that's going to be an expensive trip. And I'm like, look, I really want to go though. That's Miami.
Like, exactly. It's a very like, let's be real.
Joseph, thanks for showing up, brother.
Tax yourself 49ers ejected from the game with the help of referees. Go Niners. So, you know, it's one of those games. Let's be real. If it wasn't for visiting my mom, Denver would have sucked. You know what I'm saying? Denver sucks as a city. Their weed's shitty. It's funny because I didn't feel the altitude as much. The only time I felt it, we're gonna get into that. But the only time I felt it is me and my girl had gone to the there was a club down the street from my mom's house and a Starbucks. So we had gone to the club and we're like, hey, anybody want anything from Starbucks? And my mom and my stepdad wanted coffee, and we wanted I wanted a Frappuccino drink. And my girl wanted coffee. So we were like, all right, cool. We'll go to the club. Then we'll walk across the street, go get coffee, and then we'll walk back home. And I told my mom, hey, it might be a little cold or whatever. Like, we're going to have to walk back home, but we'll walk. And on the way, like, I was cool walking to the club. I was cool walking to Starbucks. But on the way back, I got a little. And it's not that it wasn't so much that the walk was exhausting. It's just really hard to catch your breath. You know what I'm saying? That's why I started to pant, because it was like, I can't catch my breath, you know? And that's like, I wasn't scared. I was fine. You know, we just took it a little easy and everything, but Denver sucked. Miami, remove the game. Miami's gonna be cracking down, bro. Right. We can have some good fun in Miami, bro.
Especially if it's like December, January, where it's like cold as shit up here. We get to go down there.
Yeah, exactly. Just chill out in Miami or something. It's like as long as it's not hurricane season. Also, we got to be careful too because next year, wifey and I are gonna get married. So, honestly, bro.
Get married in Miami.
We can squeeze it. If we can squeeze it, you know what I was thinking? Because mine and my girls, this is not Niner related, but you obviously know how much me and my girl love Potter. We're HP fanatics. So our dream
just
honeymoon,
like me and my
wife. Our dream honeymoon is to go because we went to Universal LA, Harry Potter World, Universal LA. Our dream honeymoon is to go to Universal Orlando. And go to the Harry Potter world. Plus, my girl wants to go to Disney World. I got an uncle that lives up in Orlando.
I see a plan for me.
So so if we can squeeze this out, hey babe, let's go for the Niner game, and then a couple, go to hey, while me and Jason are doing the Niners.
Max an ordained priest,
huh?
Max an ordained priest. He can marry people.
Hey, let's do it.
Just gonna throw that out there.
Hey babe. While me and Jason are doing our Niner thing and everything having our boys' time, go up to Disney World. I mean, Orlando and Miami is a pretty good distance away, but I'll talk to you, bro. There. And if we can save, I don't know, because I don't know if my girl is gonna want to go because she's going up to Tech. Well, her aunt bought her ticket, but she's going up to Texas by herself. The 2 weekends. 2 weekends after the Super Bowl.
Mm-hmm.
But wow, Brian, I did not know that. That's
I remember him mentioning it before, but
hey Brian, holla at me because the problem we're having is we didn't want to do a city hall wedding, but every place and their mama we talked to is expensive, and my dad said, hey. I'll give you guys. I think it was like $800 to $1,000. You figure out how to do a wedding under $1,000, I'll do it. Well, we did. It was a special park to me. It's a park down the street from where I grew up called the Rose Gardens. Right? I was like, hey babe, we can get married at the Rose Gardens. It was like $700 to rent the thing, all that. Right? We got people that will. One of my chapter sisters is an ordained minister. She was like, I'm not going to charge y'all that to marry y'all. That will be my wedding present to you. Her husband, Chuck, I think you might have met Chuck, a tall black dude.
Yeah,
Chuck is a professional sous chef. So he was like, hey, if it's a small enough event, I'll go ahead and cater your wedding for free. Like we were going to get the hookup, but my dad basically thinks that me and Bubby aren't going to get married. So he wanted to put a deposit down instead of actually just paying for the venue. And I was like, well, that's not going to work, Dad. And he was like, well, I'm not paying for a venue. I'll make a deposit. And so anyway, basically, if we could get married in Miami and just, hey, Mac marries us and we're right there on the beach and you know what I'm saying? Because that's what I told my girl. I said, babe, if it's me, you, your mom, my mom, and like your best friend,
you're good.
Like, what the fuck are they gonna do? We show up at the beach. You know what I'm saying? Like as long as we don't have anything crazy, like what are they gonna do?
People do it all the time in Hawaii.
I mean, what are they gonna do? Arrest us for having a wedding with no chairs, no tables, with
how's it,
people?
Randy?
But anyway, all right, then, so enough about that. We'll holla at Aaron and we'll get that worked out, bro. My girl still has that chat with you, me, and her in it. So maybe it's time to start chatting in that chat about it. Yeah. But love the idea of Miami. Isn't the Super Bowl there next? Or no?
I have
Super Bowl's here next year. Super Bowl, right? It's 2026. Oh no, my bad. It's the year after. Anyway, what's up, Bebop? Anyway,
how's it, Bebop? Thank you for showing up, brother.
So, real quick, before we get too deep into this show, Kittle Corn MVP, offensive MVP. I mean, CMC, 19 carries, 114 yards, 2 tugs. I was going to go Debo, but I just felt like if you said, what has been the main difference of even the first 2 years, let's be real. 2017, they swept us. 2018, we split. 2019, we split. 2020, they swept us. And then 2021, they swept us. And then 2022, and now blah, 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 blah. So what, to me, the only big difference, because we had Nick Bosa in 2019 when we split with them, and well, we didn't have him in 2020, and in 2021. What's the difference? To me, I step away from that game saying Brock Purdy, right? Brock's a better quarterback than Jimmy. Let's say it. We can say it. Brock, or let's say Brock is playing quarterback better than Jimmy ever did for this team.
Yeah.
Right? So you got Brock Purdy. Special teams, especially in 2021, I thought our special teams played phenomenal on Thursday. And CMC is the difference.
Good job, Luder.
Yeah, big shout out. Robert Beal being back. I'm curious if Robert Beal shows something. Is Drake Jackson on this team next year?
Probably just because of his contract.
Right, second round pick. You're just going to keep him because you know his cost is already set in stone and all that.
For us to get rid of him would be like
cost us more money than his contract.
Well, not even the cost so much as that the faith is just complete. Like there's nothing there. Like, look, we tried. Let's just cut our losses. Like, look, this guy ain't working out for whatever reason. That would be kind of like what we did with what's his name that we traded to the Eagles or signed with the
Solomon Thomas.
No,
Trey Sermon.
Trey Sermon. Yeah, Trey Sermon. That'd be pretty much the exact same thing. You know, just like, look, sorry, not sorry. Go, get a fresh start somewhere else. That would be the only way I see Drake Jackson not on this team next year. But like you said, Beal would have to just play lights out for the most part.
Yeah, because I'm looking at this situation and I'm thinking about this situation to me, and I'm like, we know it's not its worth ethic, right? Like as much as the coach, and we saw it with our own eyes. I saw it live at training camp practice. I was like, dude, Drake Jackson looks swole as fuck.
Everybody was beaming about how good he
it's
looked.
not his worth ethic, and I'm a firm believer. And if you work hard at something, you only get better. I don't know too many people that bust their ass at something and get worse. But your rookie year, hey, you know what? Let's be real. Your college seasons, USC season pretty much is done at this point. Last year, or the last year he played in college.
Almost every year.
So, rookie year, okay, fine. Welcome to the NFL, Rook. How do you respond? You respond. He couldn't have responded better in the offseason. But this is a production-based league. And when the team goes out, spends a third-round pick, now comp pick and all that, but they spend a third-round pick to draft somebody or to trade for somebody that plays your position, and then all of a sudden you come down with a knee injury, right? And our place on IR, bro. Like I can't. Like I have to think that where there's smoke, there's fire. I have to, because what we've always said with Lynch, or what I've always said with Lynchahan is, fuck what they say, watch what they do. They'll tell you how they feel. We said it with Brock. Fuck what Kyle says. Look how Kyle calls the game on offense. Yeah. That will show you what Kyle thinks of Brock. It showed you what he thought of Jimmy, and it showed you what he thought of Trey. Right?
Not to mention you had almost the same thing happen last year down the stretch with Drake not playing. Now, granted, and I can kind of give it some credence with it, was, he'd never played more than 11 games his entire life. He wore down. Okay.
What he was,
but again,
22 years old?
Yeah, exactly. It's like, you're that young. But then, like you said, all of a sudden, now it's 2 years in a row, about roughly the same time, where you start having issues and you haven't produced in a minute. It's a little funny.
Yeah, it's just
David Corona, thank you very much.
And when you remove your hat of the player, you, regardless of how the team feels about the comp pick and everything like that, we had to spend resources to basically replace the production, the lack of your production. Because let's be real, the only way we trade for Chase Young this year, we had said it when everybody was talking about going to get Hunter or going to get whatever D-rush DNs, people were talking about. You and I stayed fast. Let's say, hey, let's see what Drake gets us. Let's see what Drake gets us. Let's see what we have in house. We have to believe in what we have in house, right?
It's cheaper.
It's cheaper, we've all been, you and I basically were like, that $41 million is Brandon Ayuk. Basically, like I don't want to spend it. I don't want to nothing unless we got to the trade deadline and there was a clear need. There was a clear need. Because the last 3 games since the bye week, bro, this has looked more like 2019 pass rush than early in the
sacks. Year. I think is what it is, like 16 sacks or so.
Bro,
like
it was every drive the second half we got a sack.
Yeah.
Every drive the second half we got it. That's.
I finally watched the tape on that.
Yeah.
Yesterday.
So I was just thinking about this yesterday. How did the Niners win this game? Because it was clear. We talked about it in the attempted post-game show. We talked about it on Friday. It was clear that the game was in the balance. That third quarter, the game was in the balance. That's where the Harbaugh Niners, the Russell Wilson Shecocks, that's where they would have won the game, is that third quarter, right? Like,
they were trying.
How many times did
you and I watch it?
Yeah. And they were trying. Oh, and they believed all that. But what was the difference? Our pass rush never got to Russell Wilson. Right? How many times did we see, Bosa almost got, and Russell Wilson runs for a first down? The difference was our pass rush. We were getting pressures. We pressured Patrick Mahomes on the Wasp play in the Super Bowl. We pressured the fuck out of Patrick Mahomes that play. Doesn't really matter, did it?
And Geno's not that bad of a scrambling quarterback on it. It's not like
there were times he got away.
Yeah, well, but for the majority of the part, that contain that we broke down with Russ or pretty much any other mobile quarterback. Rewatching the game, it looked like, and one of the things that I'd seen about the issues with Chase Young was that he freelances. He won't stay and hold his position, like holding the edge or something like that. He's doing that really damn good.
You know what I think has helped Chase Young is he doesn't have to. Let's be real, he was drafted to be basically their version of Nick Bosa.
Yeah,
that comes with a lot of pressure, bro. Like internal pressure too, because I think when people like you think these draft picks want to be busts. You think Trey Lance wanted to be our third string quarterback? Hell no. The reason he demanded a trade was because he didn't want to be a third round pick. Huh?
And he's still a third string quarterback right now.
Well, yeah, but it's a lot different when you're the third string quarterback, and everything. But it's a lot different when he was drafted to be the face of this franchise. Yeah. That's a lot. That's an ego fall, bro. Not everybody's Jimmy that just can't handle, being the face of the franchise and then all of a sudden being the backup. Not everybody is Jimmy and just I'll do it. But so he's not that here. He doesn't Chase. You're not the alpha here. We all know who the alpha dog is on that D line, right? Really, honestly, I would put Eric Armstead as more of a, I don't want to say productive, but more of just Eric Armstead's been beasted out the last couple games, bro.
Eric Armstead benefits so much more when he has two edges.
Yes.
To where they're not double or triple teaming him. Even with Hargraves, I expected more or less.
I've expected more
from Armstead, but we didn't get it for whatever reason, even with a more dominant defensive tackle. But for some reason, you give him two edges, and it's miraculous, the turnaround.
Well, not even that, bro. When did he have his career year in sacks? He had his career year in sacks when he had Defoe next to him. I.e., Javon Hargrave. You had Nick Bosa still there, and then you had Dee Ford, which we just replaced with Chase Young, Cleveland Farrell, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So that's basically Eric Armstead benefited from having a career year his contract year.
Yeah.
You know, and that just so happened to be 2019 when we had the best pass rush that we've had since Alden. Was here. So it's getting to this game. You tweeted something, Jason, or you had commented on something that Joseph Lamar had put in our Facebook group when Hassan Reddick, and now getting into the Eagles, Hassan Reddick had basically said, look, they did a lot of whining and crying and bitching and moaning last year. Well, now you get to line up and prove that shit.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and you commented and you said, he ain't lying. And you know what? I agree with you, bro. I have no problem with Hassan Reddick, with what he said, when you put it into the context of everything we said. We can't act like we were innocent in this.
No.
You know, Debo basically came out during Super Bowl week and said Bradbury was trash. We were going to expose them, and basically talked all this shit. Now it's time to go back it up.
Yeah.
Hey, look.
Why is everybody getting so mad about what he said? I'm like,
bro.
He didn't say anything wrong.
I don't think so.
Again, we talked it. Now we got to walk it. It's just that simple.
Hey, you know what? I'm so fired up for this game. Like, look, we go out there, we whoop their ass and everything like that. Is that going to change the fact that we lost last year? No. It's going to make me feel a little bit better. Yeah, a little bit, but
not much.
Beyond winning this game, because let's be real, this is not what we anticipated when the first schedule first came out. Because what we anticipated when the first schedule was going to come out was this game was going to be for the NFC, basically the one seed. It's not, because we still need help from basically the Shecocks or the Cry Girls to basically,
and then they also have
even matter.
2 games against the Giants they should win, and there's someone else in there. I think it might be the Commanders. Yeah. So if they don't lose to like us or Dallas, who the hell is going to beat them the rest of the season? They should easily roll over everybody else.
Yeah, look, let's be real. I mean, fuck their fan base, all that. Like, look, I'm specifically talking about anything that they come out in the media and say, I have no problem with in the context of how much shit we talked.
Yeah.
Now, is Debo right? I don't know about whether exposed or whatever, but a millisecond more, and that is a touchdown to BA.
Yeah.
That is a touchdown to BA.
Kyle throws a flag, and it's not a first down and 70 yards or whatever the hell that play was. So, I mean, you put those 2 things in the context, you add that in, and there's a whole different game that we got going, back in January. So, yeah, I mean, it's just coulda, woulda, shoulda. We talked, hey, if we had a quarterback, now we've got a quarterback who is, deeply entrenched in that starting, obviously, as a starting quarterback now. Let's go do it. We talked it, now let's go do it.
And let's be real. I have faith that we could do this. And the reason I have faith that they could do this is that our defense versus their offense, I'm a little nervous. I'm a little like we're gonna get stops, those type of things, but this is gonna be more of an offensive game. Let's be real. Steve Wilkes can be exposed. So
everybody can be exposed.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So this is a game. If we hold them to 28 points, even 31 to 24 points, I consider that a win. First of all, let's just get that. They score between 24 and 31 points. I would call that a win. When do our stops come? This is where I think the Niners are going to win, is that we're better offensively. Because there's no doubt Brock's a better quarterback than he was that NFC Championship game. I think he steps up in the pocket. I think he feels the pressure faster. I think he gets rid of the ball. I think he doesn't take that hit that he took last year.
Yeah. Well, I think it was Chapman that tweeted out that Brock is better in every department, quarterback rating wise, except for one over Jalen Hurts. interceptions. Everything else, Brock has the better stats. That's it.
See, Teresa, and this is what I'm worried with, and this is what I want to talk about too, is that I'm worried that the Niners are going to treat this game like it's the fucking Super Bowl. You know, like all of a sudden that we're the number 1 seed, lock it up. There's nothing else to play for. Like, and guess what, bruh? It doesn't really matter if we beat the Eagles on Sunday if we come out and lose to the Shecocks the next week. Or
you can't have a repeat after the Cowboys game.
That's what I'm saying. Like, you know, because let's be real. I think the Cry Girls are gonna beat the Shecocks on Thursday.
It should.
We win.
They should beat them.
They should beat them. And we win on Sunday. The Niners Shecocks game's for the division.
Yeah, basically.
You know, and regardless of what happens let's be real. We lose Sunday, the number 1 seed's pretty much done.
If we lose, it's 2-0. That's it at that point.
Yeah. That we're done. So yet again, it doesn't matter because we still need help. You know, because of that 3 really, if any game that you tell me, removing my Niner faithful hat, and I talk about the three losses. The one I really point to, honestly, is Minnesota.
Yeah.
Cleveland, hey, you know what? We didn't deserve to win that game. You know what? And ultimately, if Jake Moody had to go through that to face adversity, to battle through it, and it helps him throughout his career, then who really gives a fuck about losing week 6 to the Browns? Minnesota was one because I expected us to win that game. I don't care about the dome. We hadn't won there since 92. Bro, we watched this D line eat Kirk Cousins alive.
Yeah.
That's what I told my girl. I said, we've watched this game 2-3 times. You know, and we're a better defense than we were the last time we faced him. So,
that's my QB.
And everybody points to Cincinnati. You could talk Cincinnati because, yeah, that's at home and everything. But I'm sorry, bro. I had never seen a quarterback as hot as I saw Joe Burrow that day. Like, that was some shit, bro. I have never seen, you know, and I watched a few games of Joe Montana. I've seen Steve Young at his greatest. You know, I've seen some legit quarterbacks in my life, and I ain't never seen them. Good evening, Laura. Real quick, also, I forgot about this. DK Metcalf needs to shut his fucking mouth. 1 catch for 14 yards. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Who? Who? Like, you know, where's it? Quote my Aaron Donald, you know, who? Quote. I mean, and to me, it's what upsets me the most about this. It's like, bro, this is where you look foolish. Is this has been every game he's played you. This ain't like, oh, he only shut me down this one game. Literally every game DK Metcalf has played the Niners since Charvarius Ward has been here. Charvarius Ward has shut him down. What's up, David McNiner? How you doing, baby?
How's it, brother?
So, big shout out to Charvarius Ward. DK Meth, I mean, Strap.
DK Meth.
Yeah, or DK Meth.
I like it, though. I like it.
Yeah, Catboy must be smoking some bad. Like, bro, you got strapped, bro. I'm sorry.
Like, how do you not know the name of the guy that just fucking held you down to nothing all damn night?
For real. Like, besides Warner, and let's be real, because even then, it's like, bro, you don't know Nick Bosa and Fred Warner. Shut the fuck up. You know,
he was just talking.
You know what I love?
He was mad.
You know what I love even more about that is who do you think that pissed off?
Pissed off our defense.
Greenlaw.
It just pissed off.
But that pissed off Dre Greenlaw, bro. That
pissed off everybody.
But that pissed off the man that literally looks like on every tackle he could get a fucking personal foul and get thrown out of the game. Like, he pissed that man off, right? he's probably the closest we'll ever see to Ronnie Lott, Dre Greenlaw, as far as like ferocity of the like I'm trying to take your head off, like that type of level. He was the closest we'll probably ever.
Dre would be the one to lose a finger in the middle of the game and still play.
Yes. I believe that.
Tape that damn thing up and let's go.
I believe that, bro. I believe that. So him and Bam Bam too. I think Bam Bam would do it too.
Well, yeah, I'm just saying, like, I think the person most likely for something like would be Dre.
I do too. Moody, that's my kicker. Oh my god! If I ever see TL, I'm gonna try to get him to say that's my kicker so that we can use it as a drop, bro.
But you've got to get him to cry, like get him to have a tear hanging down or anything like that.
That's my kicker. Hey, you know what? Did you drop?
How was it, Jess?
When Brock made that touchdown throw to BA, I gotta respect my fucking quarterback. That right there. Hey, by the way, has Beto hit you up?
Not yet.
Okay. I'm gonna have to have him on the show or something.
I'm just gonna say no. I did not say respect my quarterback because at that moment is when half that stadium left, and I was like, bye. Yeah. So I mean, I didn't have enough time to bask in how good it was because literally they scored the touchdown and everyone just started packing their shit. Like, okay, we're done. So that's what happened with that one during that game.
Probably one of the greatest moments that I've had. By the way, it is official. Your boy's locked in for season number 2 of season tickets. So that became official today. One of my favorite moments of hopefully not the one I remember the most about this season, but one of the ones I will remember fondly is how many na 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 hey goodbye chance I got every time we saw a Cry Girl fan leave the stadium. I'm just talking about whether it was 1 or 10. It didn't every time we saw somebody leave the stadium just na na na.
I would have that in Lumen Field. I'm not gonna lie.
I would have started that chat like instantly, bro. Like that would have been at the top of my lungs screaming. Like anyway, Dre gets a sack this week. Ooh, I like that. My
favorite moment is still the ripping of the shirt and the CMC shirt. I was like, see, I fucking see.
Yes. Anyway, so look, I'm fired up. I'll never forget the pain I felt last year just sitting on my floor, fucking pounding a bottle of tequila. You know what I'm saying? By like the end of the first quarter, bro. And just the feeling of emptiness I felt. Like I've never felt so empty for like 3 hours in my life.
I remember sitting at the bar and I was like, just give me a shot. I was like,
I just never
give me a shot and leave the bottle.
I've never had my emotions sucked out of me. Like I'm talking about, like y'all saw how hyped I was at the pregame last year and everything like that. Like I've never had my energy sucked out of me so fast.
It's rough.
I was
at a rough one, B1. That'd be rough. I ain't even gonna lie.
Real rough. Hey, bro, man, I couldn't, man. Ooh, I would have ended up in jail if I was at Eagles part last year, bro. And especially like drinking, like, I'd end up like, you know what, bro? I don't give a fuck. Like, it just like eventually, like, I'll never forget. Only time in my life I've ever left a sporting event late was the last Sharks game me and my girl went to, and there was this people sitting between us, and they were cool. Like I ain't gonna lie, Bubby that like bought me like 2 or 3 of the big ass like Corona cans and everything, and there was these people. There were blue fans. We were playing. Forget what team we were. Oh, we were playing the Capitals. And there was these people from St. Louis that like somebody was a Shark fan and got them tickets or something like that. And they were like, they were straight up like, oh, we're Blues fans. We know. Well, this bitch was just going against the Sharks just to like just be like, oh, I'm being different. You know what I'm saying? And all that shit. And we ended up blowing like a 2-0, 3-0 lead. And we were losing like 5-3 or something, like 5-2. It was bad. And this bitch just started like, man, you would have swore she was the biggest Blues fan ever. And my girl could see I was starting to get pissed, right, in my face. Because I'm just like, it's not even so much that like we're losing. It's like, bro, you're not even a fucking Caps fan, bitch. Like, shut your ass up. You know, like, especially the Sharks, bro, because that's my hometown team, bro. Like, you know, like my brother lived down the street from the Shark Tank, bro. I used to play in Sharks Park as a little kid all the time. You know? So my girl's like, babe, I think we should go and everything. And I hadn't had a cigarette in like 3 hours, you know, so it was rough. That's not how that would have been at an Eagles bar last. It just would have been like I know myself in my 37 years to know situations I shouldn't put myself in. You know,
sometimes you just gotta be like, okay, let me get out of here.
Yeah, just you know what, bro. Let me. And you know what? I do think one of the best decisions I made for my freedom, for me being able to pass a background check and all those type of things, is to not go to Philadelphia this year, bro. Yeah. Yep. Maybe not even shit out either, because bro, especially how the game turned out. Oh yeah, bro, I would have been relentless. Anyway,
so, like with the shit talking that was going on where I was, it was actually pretty cool. Like 9 out of 10 fans are cool. Yeah. And when everybody was walking away, this one guy that we'd been chirping back and forth, but by the third quarter, you could tell he was way too drunk, so I just kind of ignored him at that point. Like it was fun at first, but then he just was like, "Okay, dude, you're fucking just too trash, and you're starting to be belligerent." So I just started ignoring him, and so everybody, we kept talking shit the entire time to everybody around me. He pats me in my back pretty hard, and I was like, "What the fuck do you want?" He's like, "I hope you get in a car accident." And before I said anything, everybody else took care of it around me. They're like, "Dude, what?" He's even Seahawks fans. They're like, "Dude, what the fuck is your problem?" and everything like that. So like I was like, okay, this is gonna happen right now. So I was just like, really? You want me to get into an accident?
Bruh,
what the fuck?
Hey, I mean, I'll put it to this like Denver was cool, like in the sense that like it was a very mutual understanding of like of course, bro. I'm like pretty much about nothing but Bronco fans. You feel me? Like, come on, bro. Of course, I know, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I know where I'm at, nigga. But like, it was they respected the fact, like, I'm clearly not a bandwagon, since 2019. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, I'm built for this shit, cuz. And I even like told people, like, look, bro, it's nothing personal. Like, and the only game that mattered that we've played against each other, we destroyed y'all. Let's be real. Y'all don't want to start that conversation. Because that was the first full year I was a Niner fan. You feel me? I'm still the biggest blowout in Super Bowl history. Like, you know what I'm saying? So, like, it was a very, y'all just happen to be playing us and we just happen to be playing y'all. Yeah. Like, and I even remember it might have been after the game, it might have been during the game. I don't remember what it was, but this dude like walked, he like leaned forward and everything like that, tapped me on the shoulder, and I turned around and he goes, "At least we can both say fuck the Raiders." And I was like, I shook his head. I was like, definitely come FTR. You feel me? I was like, FTR, bro, all day. And he goes, and probably the Chiefs too. I said, fuck with you, bro.
Yeah,
and it was cool, but that's not like I was telling my coworker this. She goes, you get very defensive and everything like that. And I said, look, bro, like I'm the biggest, except for circles I run in. I said, but most people, I'm the biggest Niner fan they know, except in circles I run in. But I said, in your average circle, I said, Lorena, the circles you run in, the circles and like anybody at work runs in and everything like that, I'm the biggest Niner fan y'all know. 99% of people that are outside the empire, I'm the biggest Niner fan they know. Right? That's cool. I love it. I'm built for it. Bang, bang. I said, but you know what? What do you think that happens with? I said, you really you don't think I've ever been through tough times? With my franchise, bro, I watched my team lose 13 games in a row, my nigga. You know what that shit's like? And went to a lot of them. And it went to a lot of them. Spent my money to go watch that shit. You know, and I was like, bro, who do you think when we're on a losing streak or whatever, who do you think's the first? I said, like, my boss started 5-0. Never heard a peep out of that bitch. Lost one game mysteriously, like, you know, she just is so curious how my Sundays are. I said, bro, you don't think I'm used to that? Like, bro, that's what I grew up with. So I know. And I get it. Like, but also I'm a very person. I tell my girl all the time, know who you date, right? Know who you're friends with, know who you're associated with, know who you're around, right? Know what stadium you're going into. You know, if you're the type of person that likes to bump your gums, you know, and get a little hyphy and everything like that, then probably Philly ain't a stadium for you to go to unless you're trying to be about that life. I mean, they have a jail inside the stadium. That's all you got to know. Like, say what you want about Levi's and all the fights at Niner games, quote unquote. We don't have a jail in that bitch.
Yeah.
All right, bro. Well, I mean, y'all would talk. I don't even know that that's in reference to, but thanks, Miss Veronica.
I think she's talking about you being the biggest Niner fan that you run with, kind of thing, your circle. That's when that.
Well, yeah. Most people, except people within the empire. Yeah. So, look, end of the day, I do expect the Niners to come out here and get to the victory. What I'm more curious about is this our Super Bowl? You know, do we treat this all of a sudden we won the Super Bowl?
It should not be treated that way in any sort of way. No.
It's like, sure, 24-hour rule, allow yourself a smile or whatever like that.
Oh, yeah.
You know what would fire me up even more for win? If in the post game, they're already talking about winning the division. If everything goes right, you know, and we have that opportunity, we're blessed enough with the opportunity the next week have a chance to win the division.
Yeah. I just want to hear.
I would be fired up more about winning the game if the Niners were already talking about trying to beat the Shecocks for the second time in 3 weeks.
Yeah, okay, this is a good game, but I've moved on next week. Looking about wrapping up the division. That'd be the ultimate thing to hear from somebody.
Yes. Yeah. I mean, I expect it from Kyle. Yeah. You know, but I'm talking about the players. I'm specifically Debo.
Yeah.
Specifically Debo.
Because he did a lot of the trash talking from the team was from him. So yeah, it'd be nice to hear from him.
Let's be real. Somebody's gonna take an extra shot, you know, a helmet in the ribs, something like that this week because of what Debo said.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be a little rough. This game is not gonna be for the faint.
This is not a game for the faint of heart. The thing that I pray the most, and I don't want to say more important than the game, is more important than the game is health. That's to me what I'm most looking forward to is being out healthy, because ultimately, as much as the last 2 wins have felt real nice, they've came at a heavy cost, bro. You know, they've came at the cost of somebody's season being done. And that's yeah. Oh, look, Miss Veronica, please don't think I think that Debo has bitch in his blood. If anything is about to back it up, it's Debo. You know, I think of it. I'm all about football. To me, football is about a lot about sending message. You know, sending messages and everything like that. And on a team that prides itself on being bullies, being physical, you know, playing to that edge, as Kyle always says, you know, going to that dark place, having the same 2 people lead the team out the tunnel is not done by accident. That is done on purpose. There is a reason that every single fucking game, even when they're not playing, every game, the 2 players that lead the Niner out of the tunnel are Debo and Trent Williams. That is not done by accident. That is done absolutely on purpose. So Debo is about that life. She said Miss Hufunga. Miss Veronica wants Huff, huh? And you know what? I ain't gonna lie. There's probably a lot of women that want Huff.
I think she means that she misses Huff.
Oh, Mrs. I thought that said Mrs. Huff. I was like, oh, trust me. Do you know how psycho the Empire would have been? Because you know Huff would have made a big play. This would have been Huff's game. Huff would have made a big play. Because that's the one thing about Huff. Huff shows up in big games.
He does.
And you know he would have done it, and the whole stadium would have, every Niner fan of the Empire would just be like, let's go. And that's just, like, you see how hyped I am? That's what Huff does for me, bruh. Because Huff, you see it. Huff, you see it with Huff that he loves the game of football.
Yeah.
And let's be real. As somebody who grew up, and Jason, I'm sure being married to a Waggers fan, you have to deal with this. Like, look, bro, I remember the 97 NFC Championship game, bro. You know what I'm saying? I remember losing to them, bro. I fucking hate Brett Favre with a passion. You know what I'm saying? Y'all don't understand how much I hate that bitch ass. Oh, gosh.
Not just because he steals money from the poor.
Like, don't even get me started on that, bro.
Oh, I know. Trust me. That's a whole different subject.
Every person that I've met that's from the South always tells me, be careful of people of a certain skin complexion of people from Mississippi. That's all. I'm just going to say that. I'm just going to leave it there. I've heard things from people, so I'm just going to leave it there. But like Huff will go down in Niner lore for that touchdown in Green Bay, bro. Like that goes down in Niner history.
Yeah, I can see that.
Like, to me, there's the catch. There's a championship plays, right? Like, you know, the plays that happen the year you win a championship, and then there's the next tier of plays, the Verdant post, or the grab, the cat, whatever you want to call it, the catch three, the TL1. You know, Huff is up there with any of those as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, it goes down in legend.
Yeah, it goes down in legend. Like, you'll be, I could see you and I 10, 15 years from now being at a Niner game or at a bar somewhere or something. Maybe I moved up to Washington or something, and we're at a bar and Huff retires or something, or Huff comes in and is an honorary captain, and you and I are talking about, that play in Green Bay.
Yeah.
I'm talking about how I literally remember when we drafted him. I saw the name and I said, and Jason, you're saying that. To go from that to now say Talanoa Hufunga. You know what I'm saying? With such pride. That's awesome. Anyway, Huff absolutely sets the standard. I mean, it's sad, bro, because I wanted some Jair and Huff this year. I really did. Yeah, hey, for real, bro. Bebop, don't go to that Eagles bar again. For real, bro. We want to see you here Sunday night and Tuesday, bro. We want to see you here Tuesday, because let's be real. We all joke and, hey, we bought that life and Niner gang over everything and everything like that, bro. But let's not ever act like people haven't lost their lives in Philadelphia. You know what I'm saying?
Or just at football. Not necessarily just Philadelphia, just in football games. Remember, there's a guy that died at the Patriots Stadium earlier this year, too.
Yeah.
People just being stupid.
And so
Bebop's like, nah, dog, I'm going.
Hey, you know what, though, bro? I remember I told my girl one thing, because she asked me, she goes, babe, if they told you that you couldn't go to any more games, that like if you raised your heart level or whatever, you would die of a heart attack, I'd say, then no, I died at that stadium doing what I love to do. You know what I'm saying? And I don't want to live till I wouldn't want to live till I'm 1,000 and never be able to do what I want to do. I'd rather be dead at 37 doing what I love to do than live to 1,000 and not be able to do what I love to do.
Yeah.
What I feel like I was put on earth to do. But ultimately, I mean, I'm not volunteering. You know what I'm saying? Like, no, your boy kind of doesn't want to get stabbed at a Niner game. I love Debo. I met him twice. Told him I adore him. He actually so shy when you meet him. one of the sweetest people. I bet you, Debo, because Debo, I remember when he talked about Aaron Donald and everything, he goes, I'm not the type of person to walk up and be like, hey, hi, I'm Debo. And those people tend to kind of be shy, I would think.
Yeah.
All right, bro. Any last thoughts?
No. So more than likely on Friday it'll be 7:00, the variety show with me and all the guys on there. Yeah, just can't wait to
enjoy it this week.
See this game. Yeah. So we'll be back on. I'll be back on Friday. And then are you still gonna do the pregame and everything? Or are you doing?
Yeah. This is strictly just a Friday situation.
All right.
Yeah. I'll do pregame
on Sunday.
I have to see. We might be going. Really cool. 37. Ooh, fuck, Miss Teresa. I like that.
I like it.
I love it. So, I don't know for a fact. Maybe I'll post it on social myself. Thank you, Miss Veronica. I will be at the Canyon, possibly be at the Canyon Inn on Sunday watching the game. So we might be doing the pregame from there. I might do it before we leave. But anybody wants to join me if we go, I would, man, the more. And it's literally like it's not like, our Graceland. Like our Graceland is literally Kezar Stadium. But it's like visiting one of the bigger Elvis museums. Like it's not Graceland, but it's somewhere that if you're a faithful, you definitely want to visit. I mean, Tim, I personally met him. He gave me a personal tour of Canyon Inn. Like I walked up to him. I was like, look, I forget his last name, but I was like, he was like, that's my father. Call me Tim. So I was like, Tim. I was like, look, I'm a diehard Niner fan. I showed him my tat. I was like, I'm a diehard Niner fan. There's a reason I'm here. I obviously know what this restaurant is and everything like that. And he goes, you finished eating yet? He goes, no. He goes, finish eating. He goes, come talk to me. I'll give you a tour of the place myself. He showed me like personal pictures of him and Bill Walsh, like from his personal collection. He showed me Bill Walsh's memorial, that he got from his funeral and everything like that. I mean, like this place, if you're a Niner fan, it's literally right down from the old headquarters, right down the street from the old. If anybody doesn't know the story, it's right down the street from where the Niners facility used to be in Redwood City. And back in 81, they made a deal after every Niner victory. If any person who worked for the organization with an ID could come in and get a free burger. And the year that they did that was 81. And of course, we all know what happened in 81. And so over the years, Tim's hosted tons of Niner charity events and done all sorts of stuff with it's definitely like the man talks to people within the organization on like first name basis. Like they'll call him back, There's actually a commercial for Canyon Inn that they do on the Niner radio broadcast. Tim showed me the recording of Keena. Basically, it was Keena who sent it to him and was like, hey, is this good? And everything like that. And he showed me and everything. He's like, yeah, I talk to Keena all the time. And like they did it for free.
Yeah.
So that's what this like restaurant is done for the Niners, bro. So like it's definitely I have pictures on my personal Facebook. If you're out in Redwood City or out in the Bay Area or anything, it's definitely a visit. And I mean, it's a huge game. This is don't all the talk about Anna or Super Bowl, all that. Don't let that get you fooled. This is a huge game. So hopefully we'll be able to do it. And hopefully I'll be able to see some of y'all there.
Sounds good, my dude.
Well, we'll see you Friday, bro.
Yep. Bye, Fatai. One love.
Yay. All right, y'all. Thanks, Jason, for tuning in. Thanks, everybody, for tuning in this week. Before we get out of here, of course, we got to remind everybody, help out Niner Faithful Radio by using our shop49ers.com affiliate link. Link is in the description of this podcast or video. Go to seatgiant.com. Use the promo code Niner Faithful Radio to save on all your theater, concert, and sporting event tickets, as well as help out the show. Catch Jason live 7 p.m. here on the West Coast doing the variety show. To see everywhere, you can subscribe to ninerfaithfulradio.com/subscribe. Oh, wait. Jason, real quick. How many are we away from our jersey giveaway? I haven't made the slide for it yet.
16.
Oh, 16. 16 away from our jersey giveaway, ladies and gentlemen. All right, bro.
Bye again.
Follow us on social media, Facebook, Instagram, and Tumblr at Niner Faithful Radio, Twitter at Niner Faithful R. Catch me doing pregame Sunday. Jason will do our halftime show, and Jamie will be doing the postgame. And, of course, this week's coupon code for Season 3 for the Faithful, by the Faithful, Season 3 apparel. My bad. It's not Beat the Shecocks. It's Beat the Eagles. I uploaded the wrong damn video. So disappointed in myself. Anyway, we'll see y'all next week. Till then, faith, love, and happiness. Go Niners.
Weiss has just set a Super Bowl record with 12 catches. He's in motion. Montana. Touchdown, John Taylor.
Love the faith, Bebop. Love the faith. Yay! See ya.